Shalom, Israel. I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love, and true sincerity. All right, I'm going to get into a topic based upon a post on social media that somebody sent me. I just copied and pasted to my notepad, and yeah, let's just get into it. It says, for those of you who aren't up to date with politics, Senate hearings, please listen. Tuesday, 3/5/19, there was a Senate meeting. They were discussing discussing mandatory vaccines on a federal level, meaning every adult and child in the U.S. will be forced to take all vaccines that the CDC says to. You won't even be able to say no to the flu shot. Don't you enjoy having a choice about what's injected into your body? That's at jeopardy now. They haven't decided their final answer yet. There is still 9 days left for them to come up with an answer. So you can see where this thing is headed, man. As we know, everything with Esau, they provide what's known as the social illusion. All right. And with the social illusion, they allow people to think that they have certain freedoms, think that you have certain rights based upon you being able to use so-called freedom of speech with their taken away by saying about trying to pass a bill, or pass the bill about anti-Semitism speech or whatever the case may be. Like, what I'm saying? That shows you right then and there that you truly don't have freedom of speech, because at any given time they could place a bill in there, and say, okay, well, this is this and you can no longer do this. So where's your freedom at right there, man? You know what I'm saying? Where is your freedom at right there? And or with other things, just like how we're seeing now, little by little, you people's so-called liberties within this world as we currently know are constantly going to be stripped away from you more and more each day. What was the big talk a couple years ago? What about the whole gun things, turning your guns and this, that, and third? What, to disarm the people and to make you feel as though you doing it for a right and exact reason, when all actuality they have an agenda behind it. That's the social illusion, making you feel as though you can speak up, you can do this, you can go about this, and you can actually make change within the society. But they actually control everything that controls your pattern of thinking, because they control the media, they control the politics, they control everything, man. They control the images that you see on TV. They control how your mind is molded based upon what they allow to be seen on these different television networks, on the internet, so on and so forth, man. This is how Esau plays their games. This is all a part of their wine, their philosophies, to destroy us, man. Um, so going on. Matter of fact, yeah, let me yeah, preset came to mind. Real quick, this is the book of Psalms. Yeah, Psalms 96 and 20, and it says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? So this is what they do. They frameth mischief by laws, man. This is how they get over with the whole Constitution, which wasn't set up for Jake in the first place. The Constitution was set up to protect all so-called Edomites' rights, man. That's why going into it and everything, how they, stated that, so-called blacks was 3/5 of a man, so on and so forth, and all the very ambiguous language that they have within the Constitution, to constantly push on you that social illusion, man. But actually, they're framing mischief by laws because they have agendas pushed by, like I recently said, right? So let me go back to this. It says, no matter if you are pro-vaccine, if you like to choose some but pass on others, or if you choose not to vaccinate at all, even if you don't have kids, you should be worried. This is our First Amendment that and what I was just saying about the amendments, you know what I'm saying? It's all in their power, man. This is our First Amendment that they're trying to take away. It will no longer be a pro-vax, anti-vax decision anymore, because everyone will be forced to receive all vaccinations, all vaccines decided on by the government. So what the government is really your daddy, so to speak, man. You know what I'm saying? And this all goes into the point of what the whole mark of the beast thing. Because what if you give yourself over to them, by accepting the mark of the beast, we know that they're literally your daddy, because they control you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, and this is how they get down, trying to do everything within their power to play the Most High and to be the Most High, and to take us over. You know what I'm saying? So that we can't come back to the Most High fully and holy. But hey, regardless of what, they know they can't stop this truth. But it's their pride that is lifting them up to actually make them think they stand a chance, man. Like the scriptures say, shall the thing that was framed of him. Matter of fact, let me go to it real quick. Instead of quoting. It's the book of Isaiah 29 and 15. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So, hey, this is how Esau is. They thinking that what? The Most High truthfully isn't in control. You know what I'm saying? They thinking that, well, okay, regardless, we know that there's spiritual powers above us, but we trust in the power, that's in the left hand side that we worship. You know what I'm saying? So it's full. That's just that foolish pride to actually think that, and to know for a fact that you were created by something higher than you, and they don't have control over you. But that's the pride of Esau, man, and that's the pride that he puts in the masses of the people out here to actually make them think the same things, man. Going on, it says they talked about how to enforce it for adults, denying adults their ability to renew their driver's license, professional licenses, and hunting fishing license was suggested. So what, they gonna take away your certain basic liberties, that so-called liberties that you have every day? So what is that going to do? That's going to cause people to distress within their mind, because now you're going to think, well, how am I going to commute to my job, or how am I going to do this for my family, or how am I going to do that? You know what I'm saying? And most places you can't really get around, without having a car. Of course, most of Jake is in an urban city, so we can get around without it. You know what I'm saying? But what happens if, you decided just to move out before all of this happened? Now what you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So this is what they doing, man. All to get to the minds of the people, to make them think that this is the way that things are going. I have no other choice. I have to accept this, But this is a part of what's going to cause the race riots and everything, and just riots in general, and the uprisings against the government, man, according to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, Slocky, what was I at? Yeah, it says, not able to get or renew a passport, withholding tax returns, not able to get insurance, etc., unless proof of vaccinations is submitted, man. You know what I'm saying? So what? People, hey, Jake love their tax money, right? So what you think they gonna do just to get that little $3,000, that $5,000, that $8,000? They gonna go all out for that, man. Because all Jake see is what Esau provides them, man. He got Jake on a string, man. Like the puppet master, man. That's exactly how it is. It says they're not talking about your childhood vaccination records. It's current vaccination records. They will require boosters on your childhood ones because they wear off after a few years. Proof of annual flu shots and whatever other vaccine the government decides we should have. believe it or not, this bill is and will affect every single family, you know. And I'm not going to read this crap right here. It's on some, here's how we can help and call this number and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, what's going to happen is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Regardless whether you call a number or not, they're going to do what they're going to do. Whether it happens now or whether it happens further on down the line, it's going to happen, period.